Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 38 of the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 23. Today our Mariners will have two more series as we get into the final month of the season, and we start off here at home against the Oakland Athletics. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Luis Castillo will be on the mound for the M's, and Jace Peterson, who leads the Athletics in stolen bases, will begin the day as the 1-0 pitch, and Peterson will hit this one deep into right field, where Hernandez will get underneath it and will record the first out of the ballgame. Let's take a look at the Oakland Athletics offense. The A's have struggled to say the least this season. They've had Peterson, followed by Connor Capel, Jesus Aguilar, Seth Brown, Aledmys Diaz, Ramon Laureano, Jordan Diaz, Shea Langeliers, and J.J. Bleday making his first start of the season out in left. Peterson leads the team in WAR with a 2.4. Connor Capel next will miss on the changeup down and in for the second out of the ball game. That'll bring up Jesus Aguilar, and he will draw a walk changeup low. Puts him on first base with 2 away. Seth Brown up next, swings through the high changeup. Wish he had that one back, as that'll end the top of the first. Paul Blackburn, the righty, will be on the mound for the Oakland Athletics. 4.47 ERA, hasn't been the best so far for him. 3-13 record obviously does not look good either. Colton Wong will lead off for the Mariners. He'll chop this one over to third, where it is fielded, and a bad throw in the dirt will not get the out. That is going to be an E5. That one should have been the first out of the day, but it is not. J.P. Crawford up next will hit this one into center. It is going to get down for a base hit, and Wong trying to go over to third base is out by a mile. Not sure what the Mariners really thinking. Tried to send Wong to third. He's not the fleetest of feet. And instead of 2 on, nobody out, it's now 1 on with 1 out, and now the bases could be loaded, but instead we have runners on first and second, 1 away for J-Rod, and the reigning AL Rookie of the Year will pop this one up into foul territory, and that'll be the second out of the inning. We'll take a look at how the Mariners are lining up in this one. We've seen the first 4 hitters. Up next will be Teoscar Hernandez, who's absolutely ripped the cover off the baseball in his past 10 games with a 3.89 average. Eugenio Suarez will be at third, A.J. Pollock at left, Cal Raleigh at catcher, and Robinson Cano at DH. No Jared Walsh. Remember last episode, he is injured and out for the season. Hernandez 0-2 pitch. Will hit this one over to first, and nobody scores in the first frame. We'll go top 2 now. Aledmys Diaz at the plate here for Oakland. He'll chop this one in front of Raleigh, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Ramon Laureano, the longtime A, up next, and he swings on an inside fastball. Quick 2 down now for Castillo. That'll bring up Jordan Diaz with a 3-1 pitch. Misses inside, and Castillo will walk another batter. That'll bring up the catcher, Shea Langeliers. The Langeliers will rip this one down the left field line all the way to the wall. Diaz has some speed. He's going to actually go around third. He's on his way home, and the throw is not in time. The Oakland Athletics strike first in this one with an RBI double for Langeliers, his 21st of the season. Bleday up next will pop this one up to the catcher Raleigh, so the A's get 1 at the top of the first. We go bottom 3. Robinson Cano is having himself an amazing season. If this is his swang song, it is quite a way to go down, and well, he takes a 1-2 curveball and perfectly rips it into right center as Robinson Cano again will get on base with a lead-off double this time for the second baseman. That is his 10th double of the season. Colton Wong will come up next. We saw him reach on an error earlier in the first inning. 1-2 pitch to him. He hits this one up the middle. It's going to be caught by the shortstop, thrown over to first. That'll be the first out of the inning. J.P. Crawford up next. Single back in his first at-bat. Chops this one up the middle. It's going to get through. Robinson Cano is going to head to third. Laureano is going to try to gun him down, and he can't. Cano will slide into third base. But Cano is not okay. We could have a tough break here for Robinson Cano. This would be bad news. He has to come out of the game. They think maybe he could have broken something. He's going to go get x-rays done. Hopefully it's not a break. Haggerty will come in at 2 pinch run at third. But Ty France will hit this one over the wall, so it doesn't matter who's pinch running. A 3-run shot for Ty France. But back to Robinson Cano. He's having himself an amazing season. You hate to see it end like this. But Ty France with a 3-run shot, his 16th of the season, gives the Mariners a 3-1 lead. Next batter is Julio Rodriguez. 1-0 pitch to him, and he hits a cutter into left center, about the same spot France hit his. But Rodriguez will one-hop off the wall. A 1-out double for J-Rod, and the Silver Slugger will get into second base. Hernandez up next. First pitch. Rodriguez is actually going to try to swipe third, and he does. Julio has been a master on the base pass stealing this season. That's his 30th stolen base. So he's 90 feet away for Teoscar Hernandez, who swings through a sinker. You got to put the ball in play there, and you probably get a run. So now you need a base hit, and Suarez does just that over the diving glove of the second baseman. An RBI single for Eugenio, and the Mariners will play it another. It's now 4-1. A.J. Pollock on next, 1-1 pitch, chop over the right side of the infield. Nice diving stop there, and that'll get the outs, but the Mariners do get 4. Speaking of 4, we'll go top 4. Lemus Diaz at the plate again, and he gets plunked. Castillo has not had the best command of his pitches this ball game. It's another free base runner. Oriano up next, though, will swing and miss on the fastball. That's the second time of the game he's missed on that pitch. That'll bring up Jordan Diaz, and he will walk. So 2 free base runners in this one for Castillo. He's playing with fire by giving the A's so many chances. And the next batter, Langeliers, will lift this one over to the left side. Suarez knocks it down, but a run will score, but he goes the smart way to third, so that'll be the second out. But it's now 4-2, and it's actually going to be 4-4. J.J. Bleday with a 2-run shot to right field. This is his first start of the season. And what does he do? He hits a 2-run shot, ties the ball game back up. Castillo, like I said, was playing with fire, and he got burnt. Gave up the 2-run bomb, and they're tied up at 4 apiece. We'll go bottom 4 now as Cal Raleigh will lead off for the Mariners. He singles up the middle as Paul Blackburn still in the ball game. That'll bring up Sam Haggerty, who came in relief of Cano, and his first play appearance will result in a walk. So that's the first 2 on now for Seattle. Top of the order for Colton Wong, who perfectly times the pitch, hits it out to right center field, and it clears the wall. A 3-run homer for Colton Wong, the second 3-run homer of the day for Seattle. And Colton Wong continues to show off the power, an 11th homer of the season for the Mariners' second baseman, who is a free agent at the end of the season. It'll be interesting to see what's next for Colton Wong, but he gives us the 3-run lead. That'll do it for Paul Blackburn. JT Ginn will be making his MLB debut, so that's always exciting. The 23-year-old will be tasked with getting out of the 4th inning, and he does just that. He gets Teoscar to fly out to center, and the Mariners regain the lead. Castillo's day was actually done after 4, as the All-Star Penn Murphy will come in relief. Just too many pitches for Castillo. Murphy will get the first batter, Connor Capel, to ground out to the right side of the infield. That'll bring up Jesus Aguilar, and he'll string through a fastball. Quick 2 down now for Murphy, and then Seth Brown will follow the same fate. And Murphy does what he's done all season, and that's going to go down 1-2-3. Brusdar Graterol, the former Los Angeles Dodgers acquired via trade this season, will be brought in relief. He's tasked here with the 7th inning, and he gives up a solo shot to Shea Langeliers. That one ripped into the bullpen for 1 more run for the Athletics, and their offenses actually came to play today. 14th homer for Langeliers cuts into this lead a little bit. It's now 7-5, but the Mariners still have the lead. Go 2 down now for Connor Capel as he'll chop this one up through the middle of the infield, and Graterol will get through at the 7th inning, but the A's do get 1. Go bottom 7 now. Ginn still on the mound. He has Rodriguez leading off, and Julio will take his 3rd base of the day. He's on first for Teoscar Hernandez, and actually this is a hit and run, and Hernandez gets a big piece of this one, but it dies out just shy of the warning track. A loud out number 1. Rodriguez will retreat back to first, and why not try it again? Suarez at the plate. Rodriguez is going to try to swipe second, and he does again. His 31st stolen base of the season. Later in the at-bat, Suarez takes an 0-2 pitch and hits this one into the right center gap, and that's going to easily plate Rodriguez. Another RBI on the day for Eugenio Suarez. He's really turned his season around since a slow start. He gets into second base with his 20th double. 8-5 now in favor of the Mariners. 1 away here as Pollock will lazily fly this one out behind second base for the second out. That'll bring up the catcher, Cal Raleigh. 0-1 pitch. Raleigh slaps it up the middle. That's a base hit. Suarez is going to round third. He's going to try to come home. The throw is offline, and the Mariners get another one. They now lead 9-5. How about Haggerty? Up the middle. That's going to be gloved, and that'll end the 7th. The Mariners extend their lead. They'll turn it over to Diego Castillo. First, before we get there, he's going to take care of the 8th as he gets Aguilar to chop over to a Wong. That's the first out of the inning. How about Seth Brown? 1-2 pitch to him. Swing and miss on the slider. Castillo's got his first 2 batters down. And then Diaz up next. Chopper over the left side of the infield. This one does escape through, so a 2-out single for Lesmes Diaz gives the A's some more hope. How about Laureano? He's going to draw a walk as well. And Castillo now has 2 base runners here, having a little bit of trouble getting through the 8th. But he does get Jordan Diaz a check swing, and he goes around. So Castillo doesn't make it look pretty, but he gets through the 8th. We'll go bottom 8 here. Sam Maul, the lefty for the A's, will come in relief. 5.31 ERA. We'll see if the Mariners can get some insurance runs off of him. First batter, Colton Wong, who hit the 3-run homer. Pops it up to the third baseman. That's an easy first out. How about J.P. Crawford? 0-1 pitch. That's a high slider. And Crawford's going to send it out to right, but it's going to die out for the second out of the inning. Then Ty France, who's been swinging a very hot bat, hits this one over to short, and, well, Maul goes 1-2-3. Castillo will stay in for the 9th inning. He gets the first 2 batters to go down, but then he's actually going to be taken out of the game. Very interesting decision here. You're up by 4. Why not let Castillo get the final out? But nonetheless, Paul Sewald will come in relief to try to end this ball game, and he plunks Jace Peterson. So he'll take first base, and the next batter, Connor Capel, will walk. So Sewald having some trouble is just getting 1 out. I'll bring up Jesus Aguilar. He'll chop this one over to France. He'll step on the base, and that will finally end this ball game. The Mariners take game 1 of this 3-game set by a final score of 9-5. Pitching didn't do all that great. Castillo was very wild, and we saw the bullpen give up a couple of batters as well, or free base runners. But the offense came to play today. 2 3-run shots really helped us in, and we had 16 hits in this one, while the A's had 5 runs on 5 hits and the 1 error. Murphy gets the win. Blackburn gets the loss. And player of the game will go to Ty France, 3 for 5 with the 3-run homer. And we get the first game of this 3-game series against the 5th place team in the AL West, the Oakland Athletics. Fortunately for Cano, it was not a break. He only bruised his arm, so we dodged a major bullet there with Robinson Cano. And then we win the second game as well. Final score 4-3. We had a 4-run 5th as Cesar Hernandez had 3 runs batted in. And then game 3 wins 6-1. So we sweep the Oakland Athletics. We've improved to 86-47 on the season, as Cooper Hummel even went homer for us. That gets us to the month of September, so we get 2 free roster spots. We're going to use the pitching one on Justice Sheffield. He's been in the majors a little bit this season. Hasn't been overly that impressive, but I think it just makes sense for another long relief guy. For as the position player, I thought about recalling up Evan White because he spent a lot of the season with us, but I don't know. I don't really like that he only can play first base, and he's been doing all right at AAA. So I thought about giving Nick Solak a chance. He has a lot of utility, and he has a lot of major league experience with the Rangers, so I think he's a little bit more valuable down the stretch for us. So we're going to call up Nick Solak to be our position player, get his first couple of games with the Seattle Mariners. Second half of the episode, we're going to travel to New York to face the New York Mets, who are 87-47. Could this be a potential World Series preview? The Mets are the second best team in the National League. We're the best team in the American League. We're traveling to Citi Field for a big-time showdown, as that man will be taking them out first for the New York Mets. It'll be Jose Quintana, the lefty, the former Chicago Cub, who hasn't had the best season in 2023. And stepping up to lead off for the Mariners will be J.P. Crawford today. No Colton Wong in the lineup. It'll be the shortstop Crawford to lead off first. He'll start off with a full count, and he will draw a walk to begin the day. So he'll take first base. That'll bring up Cesar Hernandez, who is getting the start at second base today. And he'll take a fastball into shallow right center, where that one will be easily put away for the first out of the inning. Take a look at how the Mariners will line up in this one against a lefty pitcher. We just saw Crawford and Hernandez lead up. And then we'll see France, followed by Julio Rodriguez, Teoscar Hernandez, A.J. Pollock, who's at DH today. Suarez is at third. Sam Haggerty getting the start in left. And then Cal Raleigh behind the plate. Here is Ty France. First pitch to him. He's going to get a circle change right down the middle. And France, who's second in all the American League in batting average, is going to make them pay. Off the wall there in right center. And, well, the runner's going to come all the way around for first and score. And the Mariners draw first blood with an RBI double from France. That'll bring up J-Rod up next. Gets a high fastball. First pitch he sees. Hits it into deep center where it will be caught. And Ty France will not test the arm. Teoscar Hernandez is up next, 2-2 pitch. Chopper up the middle. McNeil's going to range over, and McNeil's going to make an amazing play to end the first. On the mound for the Mariners will be the lefty Robbie Ray, the 2021 AL Cy Young Award winner, who has been on a little bit of a cold streak in his past few starts. We're hoping he can turn that around, but it won't be easy as Francisco Lindor leads off for the New York Mets. 1-1 pitch to Lindor, and he's going to hit this one to the left field. That's down the line. Haggerty will trap it, and, well, Lindor will have a lead-off double to begin the New York Mets offense, who is very, very talented. How about Nimmo? 1-2 pitch up next, and Nimmo will swing and miss on the low sinker. That'll bring up Jeff McNeil, and he'll look at strike 3 as well. So Robbie Ray bounces back with 2 nice strikeouts. That'll bring up Pete Alonso, and he'll loudly strike this one to left. That'll be caught out there by Haggerty, who was playing deep. The Mets get nothing in the bottom of the first, so we'll go top 4 now, where Quintana is starting to settle in. He gets Hernandez to swing through a high fastball. That'll bring up A.J. Pollock, and he'll miss on ball 4. So the Mariners do get a base runner here. How about Eugenio Suarez up next? And he's going to swing through, but Pollock's going to try to steal second. Look at A.J. Pollock getting in there with a stolen base. That's his 14th stolen base of the season. Pollock is still a threat on the base pass. And now he's in scoring position as Suarez is looking to send him home. Perfectly times a curveball down the left field line. That's an RBI double for the third baseman, and he extends the Mariners' lead, and Suarez continues to play excellent baseball down the stretch. He's on second base for Sam Haggerty, who gets a hold of one, and he hits this one deep left. That'll be caught, but Suarez will get on his horse, and he will tag and move to third. So he's just 90 feet away for the catcher, Cal Raleigh. 0-1 pitch to Raleigh, chopper through the left side of the infield, and he gets through. That's an RBI single for Raleigh, and the Mariners extend their lead. They're now up 3-0. Back to the top of the lineup we go. J.P. Crawford up first, chopper up the middle. That's gloved by Quintana, thrown over to first, but the Mariners get 2 more. We'll go top 6 now. Joey Lucchesi comes in relief for the Mets as Quintana will go 5 innings, giving up 3 earned run. He starts off against Teoscar Hernandez, who will chop a fastball over to the shortstop Lindor, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A.J. Pollock up next. 3-1 pitch. He will draw a walk. His second walk of the day puts him on first base. Suarez up next with the RBI, and his last at bat, he also walks. So back-to-back walks for Lucchesi. Gives us 2 free base runners, and Haggerty, he's going to cash in. Down the left field line, into the corner, and that'll plate 1 more. A double for Haggerty. They're actually going to try to send Suarez home, and he's gunned down at the plate. So Haggerty does get 1. We do lose out on the second, but it's now 4-0 in favor of the Mariners. And then Raleigh will draw a walk. So that's the 3rd walk of the inning for Joey. But he does get Crawford 2 strikeouts to end the 6th, where the Mariners now lead 4-0. Let's go bottom 6. We haven't checked in with the Mets offense since the first inning. That's because Robbie Ray has been pitching lights out. He strikes out Tommy Pham to begin the 6th. Then at the top of the lineup again, he gets Lindor to pop out to shallow center field. That's out number 2. And then Brandon Nimmo, chopper over the shortstop Crawford, who gloves it. That's another 1-2-3 for Robbie Ray, who's looking like his Cy Young self. Top 7, Carlos Carrasco will come in relief for New York, making his 34th appearance of the season. Cesar Hernandez up next. Will hit a fastball deep into right center field, and he'll fly it out to the outfield for the 3rd time this game. How about Ty France? Perfect 3 for 3 on the day. He's looking to make it 4 for 4. France to deep left at the wall, but is caught. That's a loud out for France, who still had himself a heck of a day. And then Rodriguez will ground it over to 3rd, and Carrasco will get a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go bottom 7. Robbie Ray is still on the mound for the Mariners, trying to make it through 7 scoreless innings. He gets McNeil to line out for the first out. And then Pete Alonso, the MVP frontrunner of the National League, hits this one to the track in left center, but Rodriguez catches it. And then Eduardo Escobar, well, he does draw a walk. So Robbie Ray can't go 1-2-3. But then Alvarez will line this one into the left field over the glove of Suarez to the wall. Haggerty will get to it. And the Mets, they're starving for a run. They're sending the runner to home plate, and he's gunned down. Still scoreless. Robbie Ray goes 7 scoreless innings. For Yency Almonte will come in relief. He's tasked with the 8th and the 9th. And he has Francisco Lindor to begin the 9th. He chops over to France. That's out number 1. How about Brandon Nimmo? 1-0 pitch. Chopper over to Cesar. He has it. Throws him out at first. And now the Mets rely on Jeff McNeil, who's 0 for 3 on the day. He is hitting .326 average on the season. But he's down 2-2 to Almonte, and he'll rip this one over to first. France gloves it, and that'll end this ball game. The Mets get shut out at home in Game 1 of the series. by a final score of 4-0. Robbie Ray went 7 amazing innings, and Almonte shut the door on the final 2, and the Mariners dominate New York. Send a statement here in Game 1. They had 4 runs on 7 hits, while the Mets only had 3 hits in this one. Ray gets the win, Quintana gets the loss, and Robbie Ray will get Player of the Game deservingly, as we prove that we're a team that could hang with the best of them. We haven't played that many great teams recently, but we can still knock off good ones. Now we go to send the second game, and we get some bad news. Eugenio Suarez fractures his forearm. His season is done. So the guy who started to swing a white-hot bat is out, and he will miss the postseason. Our home run leader is gone. That's a big blow to this offense that's lost Walsh and Suarez in the past couple of weeks. We do win Game 2, though, 5-0, and the Mets only have 2 hits in this one. Chris Flexen with the complete game shutout. To fill the spot left for Suarez, we will call up Evan White after all, so he will join the team. And then in Game 3, we win 3-0, with the Mets only having 5 hits. They had a total of 10 hits in this entire series. That is amazing pitching. That's phenomenal. So we're playing amazing baseball with a month left of the season, and I think this is a good chance to kind of do our last monthly recap and just set the stage for the final month of the season and potentially see where the playoff races are. But if you guys enjoyed this one, if you have, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.